Robbie Stevenson, and today I'm here with one of Canada's best kept secrets. And I don't think you want to be a secret, do you?
No, be good to be out there.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right? Because we are here with Armin
Kamal.
Kamal, who is the frontman and guitarist of Infrared. Infrared has been a Canadian thrash metal band since the 80s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Since 1985.
85. That's a year before I was born.
Ooh, okay.
Wow. Oh, you started the band with William?
Yeah, well, Kirk, but...
Kirk? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I screwed up already.
It's okay. No, it's not a screw up. It's, there's Facebook names. And
okay. So it's the same person, different names.
Like, middle name.
Kirk, Kirk. Yeah. Who's William? I don't know.
Yeah, William's Kirk.
Yeah. Oh, all right, well, you just broke down the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now we're all screwed up.
Yeah, I was screwed up beforehand. We all knew that. Like anyone who watches knows that. But in '88, you were on the first Power Hour for Much Music.
Right, we were on the Power Hour. I don't know if it was the first one, but if it was the first one, that's cool. That's a long time ago, so it's hard for me to remember. But yeah, I remember we shot a video, and that went on the Power Hour. I don't know if it was played once or twice, but it was at least on there a couple times. And we got like fan mail from across Canada, so that was kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not only that, like so you're on like pretty much the first Power Hour from Much Music, and I know you're in the first few episodes of New Music Nation's Metal Momentum.
Ah, full circle.
Full circle, right? You're still out there. You're still giving her. That's pretty awesome. Because I saw the music video for Genocide. What's the C word I'm looking for? Convention, yes. Genocide Convention.
Right.
And like obviously I have to put that in there.
Yeah.
Like not only is the music awesome, but it's got an important message too.
It's a good subject matter for sure. It's timely.
Yeah. And you did that before all the unmarked graves were getting found. Like that came out in 2019.
Yeah. Yeah, and the song was written obviously well before that, so yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you're just hopping on the bandwagon. So,
No, not at all. We had read up on it and stuff like that. Like Kirk is part Indigenous, so he had read up on it, and then I read up on it. And I was just like, wow! Like the more you dove into, you're just like, this is crazy that this happened in Canada. And nobody talked about it. It's not that nobody knew about it, but I mean, everybody heard about residential schools, but I don't think anybody really understood what those meant and what the experience was for those kids. You know, getting basically ripped away from their homes and Christianized, and and then if they got sick, well, it's too bad. You're not going to get the help you need, and now we're finding out off in a grave you go in the backyard.
Yeah.
So
plus the torture being alive in the school too. Like for a lesser note of what they do sometimes, they throw snakes in the bathtub with them and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
There's atrocities that if people knew or experienced it, they. That's why people now are saying, well, they're ashamed that it was Canada Day. I don't want to say Happy Canada Day. I'm a little bit ashamed this year, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, I don't think people should, take that stance completely.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are, but you should be aware of the past and then make sure that the future is good. Right? And so we talk about reconciliation. You see it at the end of our video. We're like, yes, finally, government's going to do anything or do something about it. And here we are, all these years later, and there's still no clean drinking water.
Yeah.
And there's no reparations made, and apologies are few and far between. Like
they'll apologize when the camera's rolling, but like, will they actually put pen to paper and do anything?
But the more people that are aware of this, they're going to hold our leaders accountable, and at least try to have that change in place. Like you can't have an investigation that goes on for 5 years and say, okay, well, we got a report coming and nothing's changing. Meanwhile, there's still no drinking water. There's, the healthcare is terrible. So it goes on and on. So
yeah, it's something else. And also the fact that, just like a small example of just some of the history of Canada, like on the outside of Kingston, there's a suburbia called Amherst View. Which is a view of Amherst Island. Amherst Island is named after like General Amherst, who was in charge of the smallpox blankets. But like that's a lot of Canada right there. It's just a lot of history. When history's awesome, we learn from history. But like we shouldn't just delete history, but we should definitely learn from it.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
Yeah, right. But let's talk about metal.
All right.
Right, because like, can you tell me something cool that's happened in the last 30 years?
Well, we haven't been going at it for 30 years, so we had like that stint from 85 to about 88.
Okay.
89, and then the band fizzled out. Like
Wow.
Kirk actually had moved away, and then we had a friend, Ian Myers, step in, and he's actually in that first video that was on the Power Hour. But the core, like Infrared, is, you know, Kirk, Al, myself, and then we had a guy named Sean Thompson, a cool buddy from high school. He moved down to the States like years and years ago. He lives in Miami, so we couldn't get him back in the fold. But we got Mike Forbes, who, you know, was part of the friend group and part of the scene. So it was just like everything clicked, you know. So we're all friends anyway. So let's kind of just.
When did Infrared get back together?
2014.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So it just took like a good 25 years or so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like we're back.
Yeah.
That's the important part, right?
Trying to get our chops back. Just, can we still do this? Can we still play it? I go and listen to we recorded all the songs that we never really put on an album back then. We only had demo tapes and stuff like that. So we did an album, and now I go back, and you know, we're proud of it, and great songs and stuff like that. But I listen to it, it's just like, we could have played that faster. I mean, we can do it now.
Yeah.
Like when we play it live, we play it almost twice the speed. So it's just like, so you feel it's like, oh, you know, but we were just getting our feet back. But not only that, we it's not that we couldn't play it. It's just we also wanted to slow it down because we wanted every note to be articulate, you know, or as best we could. So part of that meant, okay, well, you're just going to slow down touch so that you can hear, you know, that intricate picking.
Yeah. And then speed it up from there.
Yeah, but now we can do that, but faster.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Now, you picked the records for the frames.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep it in the Ottawa.
The Ottawa
theme.
Yeah.
So, you know, two great bands who've done, you know, quite a lot for metal. So
Yes, they have. Yeah.
I would pay homage to them.
Yeah, like Exciter, well, those were one of the first like speed metal bands, right?
Yeah. I mean, I put them up there. They were, them and Venom brought this new kind of vibe to music that people just went, "Whoa, what's this?" You know, like it's just so intense.
Yeah, and people say Venom is, well, not people, they are the first black metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
yeah. I think they kind of hit two.
Yeah.
Like, I think they hit the speed and the death metal, right?
Black metal. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, black metal. Yeah. So yeah.
Because like Jeff from Possessed basically was the first death metal coming out, and then Chuck came out too. Then, you know, we're not going to talk about history from stuff before I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I like how you kept it with the Ottawa, with the albums in the frames.
Yeah.
I was actually able to, one of the first interviews when I really sucked at interviewing was with Aaron, who's a guitarist in Annihilator right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
Very cool guy.
Very cool guy. Yeah, his other band, Kilatoris, is very cool, and they have a video.
Cool play on words. There.
Yeah, right. I just thought I like talking about that, you know, and you can make fun jokes when you're doing throws to it because they have a video that's also going to be on Metal Momentum.
Oh, nice.
You like these chairs? They bounce.
Yeah, I do. It's very, very relaxing.
It's more like it's more easy. It's like easier to not hurt your back while rocking out, you know, because it's.
And you can ease into the interview.
Yeah, right. You can bounce back if it gets in the wall, right?
Exactly.
All right. Silly. Oh gosh. All right. So what were you doing in those years off? Did you cut your hair?
I did. Yeah. Well, if you go back and look at our first video, I look like a lawyer.
Oh yeah. Were you a lawyer?
No.
Okay. You just get your lawyer money for 25 years, and then I can finally do what I want now.
Yeah. No, not quite. But we just we all kind of went off and did our own sort of thing. I never really left music completely. Like I, you know, played in I guess like a hard rock band for several years after Infrared. But then I ended up getting married and having 3 kids, and 2 of them were twins.
Oh wow!
So they're and very close together in age. So I made a conscious decision to just give it a break for 5 years.
Yeah.
While I could get through the diapers and the toilet training and the tantrums and stuff
The
like
cool
that.
part about what I'm going through right now is like since I moved here, I'm basically filling the role of stepdad
Oh, okay.
to a 7-year-old. So
Oh.
it's like all that stuff you were just talking about with already done,
Yep.
dealt with.
Yeah.
I've got to deal with like the little bit of attitude of like he hasn't said it yet, but like he's thinking you're not my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
It's
But like
giving you that attitude.
I'm not really, but
No.
like it's fun to play around with.
Yeah. But you're finding it okay.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, because like I
Awesome.
never thought I'd be able to do any of the things I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Really, because like I was a junkie on meth,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like to go from like opening for comedians that I've looked up to for a long time, and working with a sock,
Yeah.
and doing this and meeting lots of cool people all over the world.
Yeah.
I might, let's just say there's going to be a show in a stand-up comedy show in Austin, Texas this year, and I'm not going to pop the bubble or anything,
Right.
but like I might be there for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Jason Rouse.
Okay.
Do you know who Jason Rouse is?
No, I don't.
He's from Hamilton.
Okay.
And it's basically he's been around forever doing comedy. He's more famous in Europe than anywhere else, but he lives in Austin, Texas now.
Right.
And he's helped out a lot of Canadian comedians.
Oh, nice.
So his darkest comedy
Oh, really?
you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's brilliant at it though.
Well, I'm going to have to send me some links there, and I'm going to check it out.
I'll do
I'm
that.
watching stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And then I'll be watching for you too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, our friend, I forget how to say his name, who owns Mavericks and the Coven, Mehdi.
Yeah.
There you go. I just met him last week, and
Awesome guy.
I was asking if I could put on a weekly comedy show, starting off with the patio until we're allowed inside and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
And he said yes. I have to go talk to him about the details for that. But like,
Now I got something else to do.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, you can come down and watch a show.
Yep.
But I'm really going to look forward to that because I haven't been able to stay as sharp with my stand-up as possible. And I've got a lot of cool bits that I want to
Yeah.
work
I have
on.
no idea what that's like. Not being able to perform your craft live for a long period
What?
of time.
I
is
don't
that
think
like?
anyone knows what that's like. Oh, wait, yeah, everyone knows what that's like right now.
Yep, it sucks, but
But the good thing
finding
is,
our
like,
time.
I was able to adapt and learn how to do it in other ways. Like I just sent you the sketch
Yeah.
that I did.
Yeah.
I filmed that last night and I edited it this morning.
Right,
So
yeah.
it was pretty last minute, but it came together pretty well.
Well, I think a lot of metalheads are going to get a chuckle out of it. So.
Yeah, right. Well, the first one was about a metalhead who gets to listen to metal while having sex for the first time. So like, he's humping to Meshuggah and it's all weird, And then he's
Weird
like,
rhythms, like
yeah, weird rhythms, right?
you're messing me up.
Right? And then like he's just more concentrated on the music than the act, and yeah, it was a great sketch. And some people don't like it, but I also didn't have lights and stuff, so it came off very amateur porny.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but the new one looks a lot better, and
Yeah.
I like it better too. So, but we're not here to talk about my comedy and stuff.
Why not?
All right. Well, we're just having a conversation. Really.
Exactly.
And are you signed with anyone or getting that going at all?
No, we're not signed with anybody. I mean, these days, it's not that we're against it. It's just, is there a right fit? Like, I mean, there's been some approaches here and there, but it's like, well, what does that relationship look like? What does that mean for us? Like, what?
Especially now, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was in the 90s or 80s,
Yeah.
that's totally different. But now it's like if you don't have bargaining chips to bring to the table, then there's no point, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
they'll own everything, and you'll just be doing what you do and giving it away, really.
Yeah.
Just as much as because like they'll get your merch money, they'll get your streaming money. They'll get everything they can from you. So, but
So that's what it comes down to is like what is that relation? It has to be a relationship, not a oh yeah, we'll do everything for you, but we'll also take everything from you, and we're going to tell you what to do.
That
was a big thing back then too. It's like, oh, you need an album now. Like you're like contract, you're due. You got a month, get it done.
Yeah,
right? And then you start
and make sure there's a ballad in there.
Yeah. So then you start to see music suffer a little bit because it's like it's not, genuine. It's just like it's forced. It's got to get out the door. I'm not saying it happened with all the bands. I mean, the greats obviously could churn it out.
Yeah.
Like we have no shortage of riffs or song ideas. But we like to do things on our schedule.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not like we're not going to look. It's just what kind of distribution can we work out, and what does that look like as far as cut and where is it going to be? Because you want to still. I mean, I know CDs are passe, but people still like tactile. They still like vinyl. They still like CDs.
Well, vinyl's come back in a huge way. Because like what last year was one of the first years that vinyl outsold CDs. I mean, not that a lot of people are buying CDs right now, but still, for that to come back after 30 years. Yeah,
well, I find it's the shows. When you're playing shows, people want to walk away with a physical thing, even if they know they can get like the MP3s or whatever, which is eventually what they're going to end up listening to it on anyways.
Yeah.
So we got to figure something out where it's like, if you buy it, we'll send you a link or something like that to get the MP3s. Because nobody has CD-ROMs anymore, so you can't even rip them.
No, no. Like the laptops, like they don't have no.
So yeah, but I think people still like, from what I understand and what I read, people still like to go to the record stores and discover music that way. So
I like going to the record store and like seeing what they have.
Yeah. Like
physically, that's fun. I'm not a big treasure hunter guy though. Like I like to just I like that and I'm leaving. I'm not just gonna go through everything and take a lot of risks. But like I've already managed to I've been collecting for 2.5 years now, almost 3.
Right.
And I've got 238 records or so now.
Vinyl.
Yeah, all vinyl. Yeah. And because I've told this joke before, but let's do it in person, all right? Because I buy vinyl records now instead of drugs, so I'm still getting spun. But the good thing is I get to use the same needle over and over and over again. There you go.
All right, man.
All right.
No biohazard there.
Yeah, right. Like, and you still need a clean needle, but yeah.
That's true. Nothing worse than a dusty record.
Yeah, right. And all right, so we're coming to the end of the interview here, and there's a cat.
Hey.
All right, and yeah, right there. Mina was also in that sketch. All right.
Not gonna go?
Mina, don't come to me. Nope. Okay. All right. So, is there anything you want to promote or talk about before we get going here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've already heard part of it, but we've got a new album coming out called From the Black Swamp, which will be. We're targeting it for mid-August at this point. But it's just when everything lines up, right? Stuff's out to manufacturing right now. In the process of shooting a video, because you want to have something to accompany it. But so that's a big thing for us. About an hour worth of music on there, and we're proud of it. Hope people like it, and we'll see what happens.
Great, yeah. You heard it here. All right, Infrared, Black Swamp. Some of the music video is filmed at Mavericks.
Yeah, some of it was filmed there. How much of the footage is going to make it in, not sure yet, because
we don't know.
Yeah, we're working on that. So
okay, because the magic really is in the editing.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll find out when I watch this.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you very much for being on Mental Health.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Cheers.
This is the perfect analogy for mental health. All right? Boom, I fall. And then the jogger comes up. Oh, that happened right in front of me. Do I have to care? Looks around. Do I have to care? Oh, there's no one around. Okay, I'll just keep going.